everybody. How the heck are you doing? You guys ready for the shit show to begin today? What, Monster?
80 block film show. 80 block film show. Yeah, we watching Eddie, getting facts ready, keeping all the cameras steady, audio ready, so unlock, yep, and low, Patriots prepare for
the Eddie Block Show.
80 block film, 80 block film show, 80 block film.
Donnie's done eating the rest of my breakfast as normal. Come here. You want to come say hi to everybody? Oh, handsome. Hi, baby boy. How's everybody doing today? We got Donnie in the house. Panda's over there. No, you just had the rest of my breakfast. You just had your part of my breakfast. How's everybody doing? So we're waiting for it to start. I was told it was going to start at 1 Eastern, but then I looked up on the Congress schedule, and it says it's going to start today at noon instead, Eastern time. So, and let's just double check that real quick. We got stuff we can do until then. We got plenty of stuff that we can do until then. So here's a floor calendar for Congress. Hey. Hold on. What? All right, so Monday, January 6th, it says joint session to count the electoral. And House will meet at noon for legislative business. Members are advised that votes are possible during the joint session. So it's going to start at noon. So that's why we're here. It's noon. They're not there yet, of course. As you can see, I'm on the AP press right now, but I'm trying to find this. I was hoping C-SPAN or somebody might be doing it because C-SPAN doesn't have commercials, right? What, handsome? Oh, you're not going to leave me alone till I give you your treat, huh? Is that what you're doing? Should we give Donnie a treat? Should we give you a treat? Just boop. Is this what you want? Okay. I get it. Oh, shoot. I forgot. We got to order more treats, don't we? Okay. There's a treat for you, pandas. There's a treat for you. All right. So you got your treats now. Okay, so now you don't have to harass me anymore. Even though I know you are, huh? You're going to harass Dad because it's morning time and you just want to be cuddled in the morning? He is. He's a cuddler and he likes his attention in the morning. Don't you? Huh? Oh, handsome boy. Oh. The good boy. Oh, now you're going to jump up and say hi to everybody. See, I told you he needs his cuddling in the morning. Yes. All right, you going to get down now? Hold on a second, folks. What's up, Pamela G? Donnie needs his attention. Donnie needs his morning stuff going on here. We're still waiting for it to start. Come on, Donnie, get down. Donnie wants to let everybody know he's in charge around here, doesn't he? Okay, will you get down, monster? You get down. At least you guys are getting the Donnie show. Get down. Okay, I know you're giving me. Whoa, you just gave me your Donnie hugs. He's giving me. If you guys see him, he goes like this. That's one of his Donnie hugs. But let's see. Let's see who else has a live show. Here we go. Washington Post. Let's see.
You'll get those same tax savings with a taxing certificate, but the difference, instead of getting that miserable 2 to 3% rate of return that you're getting right now, you're getting this.
Okay, so there's people in there. All right, good to know. So let's see if C-SPAN is doing it because C-SPAN normally doesn't. Oh, we can do white rights. Let's do RSPN. They're not showing anything yet either. Hold on, let's just type in C-SPAN. Oh, now you want to go outside. You want to go see Papa and go get your treats from Papa, huh? Okay, hold on, monster. Doesn't look like C-SPAN is live yet.
A healthy democracy doesn't just look like this. It looks like this, where Americans can see democracy.
Shut up. Yeah, nothing on C-SPAN. All right, let's go back to the top. See, because Fox News normally plays a lot of commercials. Let's go back to Right Side Broadcasting. Let's see. Oh, that says 12:55. Okay, so then let's go to... Hopefully they're not playing music. Okay, they're not playing music either. What should we do instead? Let's go to X and let's see what's going around the world on and by X. Did you guys hear? Justin Trudeau is no longer... It has stepped down. And, what the heck is this? Is that David Devine? That's not David Devine. Kind of looks like him. I hate when people... Yeah, we are early, girl. It said, so if you look right here, though, on Congress's weekly schedule, it says Monday the House will meet at noon. And today is noon. It's noon right now. So, we got this one running. So we'll wait here. Let's, what else can we play instead? We'll play something else real quick because I got to let Donnie go outside. Here we go. Let's watch one of these for a minute. I got to go let Donnie outside.
Hello, I'm Adrian Hernandez with MyHomeSold.com, and we want to buy your house cash. We'll give you a cash offer for your house today, regardless of condition.
This one looks even better.
On August 8th, 2023, officers were called to the Bayshore Mall in Glendale, Wisconsin, to investigate a possible in-progress retail theft at Kohl's. After seeing a woman run out of the building and get in a car with a handful of merchandise, officers attempt to stop the vehicle as the suspects try to flee the scene.
Just hit both squads. Hands! Show your hands! Hands! Hands!
Okay, Donnie's outside. He'll be back in like 10 seconds. Probably. Oh, you want to do reels? Okay, we can do reels. We can do reels. Well, let's watch this now. It's a chase. I know y'all like a chase. Maybe we'll see a taser. But you know, it's... Oh, shit! It's better to be early than late, right?
This parked car was damaged during the pursuit, but the suspect doesn't stop there.
Just hit that car. Hit another car. Hit another car. Yeah, this is good, right, bro? Hit another car. Oh, I just messed up the tire.
This officer stops to help the civilian who was just hit, while the others continue the pursuit.
Take a right here. Be careful.
Gotta spin around, but it's still southbound in the northbound lanes on Fort Washington Road.
Drop it back, Fort and Silver. Drop it back, Fort and Silver.
Oh my gosh, Lauren Bogart just tweeted, no snow is going to stop us from certifying this election. I love Lauren Bobart.
Still southbound and northbound lanes. Looks like we might be going east here. Nope, we're going to go straight through. Continuing south. He corrected. Southbound in the southbound lanes. Coming to a red light at the freeway. This is 778 calling.
Whoa, sideswipe that car.
Doesn't look like he struck either. Continuing southbound. Still has a front flat left tire.
Anyone check on that
784 stopped.
This is about the time when Dan says, sorry guys, we have to go to a break, but we'll be right back.
Traffic here. Going up to a green light. Continuing southbound. Can I pit if I have a chance?
Is that shooting?
6 over Tom. Southbound on 4 Washington, acting with Teacher South. Teacher 40, lining up for
Can't fit in there, there's a car.
Still southbound.
Southbound and northbound lanes.
There you go, do it now.
There's traffic here. Roads are clear and dry. Coming back in the correct lanes of travel. Southbound on 4 in the correct lanes, coming up to Hampton.
North 50 miles an hour.
Oh, I thought I was going to hit that pole.
Coming up to Hampton right now. These are 450. We're going to go westbound on Hampton.
Moving these crashes.
Oh, they got her. Him.
Hit! Up to 34 seconds. Stop! Hey! Get on the ground! Get on the fucking ground! Come out. Exit the car! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! We got one running southbound. Stop! Flash nose, great beater. Exit the car. On the ground, all the way.
Okay.
Tackled him. I want to see that from him.
Stop resisting! We hit in your back. Stop resisting! Anyone clear the car? Yeah, we got one guy back there.
I'm gonna head if you want me to.
Hands behind your back. Stop moving.
Lift a little bit.
Stop moving. Hold him over. He's bleeding out of the head like he is.
Come on your side. 1, 2, 3. Sit up on your butt. Sit up on your butt.
Put my shoe on. I got you.
We got you. I need you to sit up on your butt.
Put my shoe on.
What's up, get some? You almost got away, huh?
Okay, I'm gonna stand
All
here.
right,
Okay.
real quick. So they caught him. Let me show you what Lauren Bobart just posted on X. Oh, that's my live. I'm like, what the heck? Dude, I know I just shared it. I went to Clown World. Let me show you Lauren Bobart, what she just said. There we go.
Here in Washington, D.C., we have an insurrection of snowflakes. And I can neither confirm nor deny any rumors about a bipartisan snowball fight today. But I do know this. No snowstorm is stopping me from certifying the election of President Donald J. Trump. And we'll be ready to get him inaugurated in just 2 weeks.
Woohoo!
Stay warm out there.
Looking hot
Hello,
as
America.
always. Looking beautiful as always. And look, folks, I'm sorry. They said they were starting at noon. We got a ways to go. Now it's saying 29 minutes away. So we're just going to watch some fun stuff. We're going to watch some reels after we watch this. Ooh, I have a question, though. Have you guys ever noticed this? How is it? Look at all the shit that these cops have to carry. The big waist belt, their fucking plate carrier, which probably weighs 30, 40 pounds. And yet they still catch the bad guys. Dude, what are you? You would think this guy would be a lot faster than these cops. Am I wrong? I would too, get some.
What happened? Oh, my bag's just tightened up.
No, Pam just asked if there's any outside stuff. Let's see. Is it news to share? Isn't that who's normally news to share? Oops. Got the end. Let's see if news to share is up. What's going on outside? He's normally around these places. Let's go to live. No. Let's type in protest. Let's type in protest and let's go filters to live. Shooting in Washington, D.C. I'm not seeing anything, Pam. What's up, Hot Damn?
Don't reach for anything.
So, Hot Damn, we're a little bit early. We're waiting for them to start. But, oh, you know what? Because now everybody, I'm leaving all chats open. I better put the chat back up so that way everybody can see what's going on. We're just waiting for it to start. So until then, we're watching just videos that we like and enjoy.
Stand up.
Hope you had a great New Year, Hot Damn.
Why are you grabbing me like that?
750. We got the pass.
We're also on Rumble too, guys, just so you know.
Stop pulling away from me.
I ain't pulling away.
Stop pulling away from me.
And just be advised that your second
Separate your feet.
was in the store is still filling.
Separate your feet.
And,
okay.
Don't pull away from me. I'm pulling out you because you're under custody. Do not pull away from me. I don't even know what the fuck is going on, bro. I'm mad. I'm mad, bro. Stop resisting. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done. Okay, I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm calm, sir. I'm calm. Can you let me go?
Hey, listen
I'm calm. Can you trust me? I'm calm.
Listen to me.
When you're in the car,
You have anything on you?
No, I don't. I'm calm.
Okay, we're gonna search you and we're gonna put you in the car. I got you. Just be cool.
It's gonna be a busy day today with all this stuff going on.
Put your feet in.
I want my shoe on.
Put your feet in.
Can you put my shoe on, please?
704, 704. Drive, taking the accident, so I go there after I'm done here. All right, I'll go there. All for dispatch requesting your choice. Calls for this retail phone.
Check them out. Correct. Don't cut my thing off. I can take it off. Why would you cut my purse off? Why would you cut my purse off?
Because you're under arrest.
That don't mean you cut
I'm
my
not
property.
taking the handcuffs off to.
That don't mean you cut my property, though.
Stop.
I ain't got shit.
Well, I gotta make sure. Bring your hands away from your body. Have a seat over here, please. Stop.
Don't touch me.
You pull away from me one more time, you're going to the ground.
You already threw me. You damn near threw me to the ground already.
Have a seat.
You think she's gonna twerk, bro? I don't know. I don't know.
My back's been hurting for a couple of days. Fucking thing hurts real bad now.
Got an ambulance?
No. I'll be able to make back.
Your hand okay or bleeding?
That's his blood.
Oh. Over for you?
I ran over. I'll walk back.
Huh?
I'll walk it back.
You don't need no
Thanks.
You're right.
Yeah.
It should be. I just sort of pushed him further into the ditch. Yeah. Rachel, you good? Remember how I said my back is hurting the other day? Yeah. Yeah, you're tightened up on me now. Have a seat. Myers, you good? We got one girl we're going to take back. She was a passenger in here, so they're going to handle all the recovery of the merchandise and the tow and all that stuff.
Okay.
We're going to get the passenger back. Sounds like they're bringing the mail back, so just watch out for him. I was about to fit that car at 50. I probably could have justified it by saying, like, you know, the recklessness of him going head on. Well, I probably could have justified when I was about to pin it, but there was that car coming in and we were both on the wrong side.
Yeah.
I probably could have justified pinning it right there, just because the need to stop the pursuit outweighed the. You mind if I just dump this in my hand?
You want an ambulance now, or when we get back to take a look at you?
Just my back tightened up. I don't think there's anything they can do.
He said he doesn't think there's anything they can do. And I think if we get him a ride back, we'll have someone drive him back.
Oh, no, what'd you say?
I took my hand out.
All right, hold on a second. I gotta show you guys this real quick. This is the fucking. This is this dumb chick, Sonny Hostin. Can you believe this? Well, of course I can believe it. It's Sonny Hostin. Look at this. Look what they're saying on the view
moral
today.
clarity, you know, in this country. And I just remember after January 6th, you had someone like Mitch McConnell placing the blame on January 6th where it belongs, squarely on Donald Trump's shoulders. And then you started seeing people backtrack that and losing their moral center. You had Condoleezza Rice, I believe, on this very show saying, you know, we need to move on from January 6th. I say no. You don't move on, because January 6th was an atrocity. It was one of the worst moments in American history. And
January 6th is one of the worst moments in the United States history. Is the girl in the white liberal, or is she because why does she look pissed? I thought normally they put the conservative woman over here.
When you think about the worst moments in American history, you know, like World War II, things that happened, you know, like the Holocaust, chattel slavery, we need to.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that she does not put 9/11? 9/11 is one of the worst things to happen in the history of the United States. More people died in one day than ever. And this bitch is...
To never forget, because past becomes prologue. If you
oh, that's right. They're all for terrorists. I forgot. That's why she doesn't bring that one up.
Get any race. I want to ask you. Yeah. I think we need to find.
She is such a dumbass. Hey, Gra, everybody's over in Rumble Land, and Donnie just came in and is going to let all the cold air in now.
I ain't going to listen. It's just too tight.
Want to simplify entry into the federal market? Then review the free practical guide to getting started in government.
Is anybody here on X? If you guys can follow me on X, I'm building up my X big time, and I share all this stuff on X. So if you guys go to X, it's Donnie for Veterans on X. I gotta go shut the door because now Donnie just came inside. And of course, my stepdad calls.
Did you hear me? Did you hear me, Robin?
Keep going.
Hey, David.
Good.
Hey.
Now, retail thefts happen every day, and it's not just a concern for store owners, but for you and I as well. In the same way you or I may get up and go to work, thieves decide what tactics, if any, they will use to steal on any given day. So, quick story. I'm on patrol one day on a rainy day work shift. A male had just left out of Walmart with a lot of clothing and other items, and he was in the parking lot placing the items in his car. And I remember looking at my computer, and I realized I was right around the corner. So I tried to pull up so he didn't see me, but it was too late. He saw me, and a foot pursuit was on. Now, the foot pursuit wasn't the problem. It was the fact that he ran into a wooded area with mud and water, and the store got all of their items returned. But that told me to always have an extra uniform in my locker, because half of my uniform became wet and muddy, and that some people will run anywhere to escape the police. And today we have a case that starts out as a retail theft, and as police approach the scene, the suspects escape in a black vehicle. And what's crazy is that they ram into two police vehicles and then begin driving southbound in the northbound lanes. As I watch this, I'm thinking, how do these people show such disregard for other people? Because the suspect already could have hurt the police officers, then he hit a civilian civilian's vehicle trying to get away. Now, at this point, multiple police vehicles are in pursuit, but because the suspect's vehicle had a flat tire, the vehicle pursuit came to an end. But like I've seen many times, the male suspect hops out on foot and takes off. Now, at this point, the officers waste no time in apprehending the male. However, instead of worrying about his shoe, he should have been concerned with the charges that he's going to receive. Now, other officers also take the female passenger into custody, and both suspects are, of course, super sensitive when the officers did nothing unprofessional while arresting them. Now, stores catch shoplifters roughly 2.0% of the time, and the average shoplifter is arrested once out of every 100 incidents. And in 2023, stores lost over $120 billion to retail thefts, and it's projected by 2026 it could cost retailers over $150 billion. And this is why it's imperative that store owners implement strong security measures like good surveillance cameras, training staff to recognize suspicious behavior, and collaborating with local law enforcement to create a safer environment for everybody.
3 suspects were involved with this incident. 2 females who were in the process of stealing a plethora of merchandise from Kohl's, and 1 male who was the driver of the vehicle officers chased down. Kohl's staff reported the 2 females' suspicious behavior to police, and officers arrived on scene shortly after. When one of the females left the store in a hurry while the other was still inside, an officer activated his lights and blocked in the vehicle, at which point the male driver with one of the females in the car backed up into the parked vehicle behind them and then attempted to flee. Another officer on scene then used the front of their squad to stop them, which is when the police dashcam footage began to record the subsequent events. The total value of the attempted stolen merchandise was estimated to be over $1,300. The female who stayed in Kohl's was charged with felony retail theft of over $500 as a party to the crime. The other female, who was the passenger in the vehicle, was charged with felony retail theft of over $500. The male driver was charged with felony retail theft of over $500 as a party to the crime, fleeing, eluding an officer causing damage to property, hit and run causing injury, first degree recklessly endangering safety, and resisting an officer. They are all innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Your child needs these 3 key factors to get into an Ivy League or top 25 university. And it's not having a good GPA or SAT score. Let me explain. 90% of students with a 4.0 plus GPAs get rejected from universities like Harvard, Stanford, and other top 10 universities. Top universities made SAT and ACT submissions.
All right, so Gra said to go to Facebook Reels. Gra wants to watch some Facebook Reels, so... Look, there's snow. Hey, that's where I stay. This my friend. She lives just outside of Sturgis. That's where me and Taiho stayed at her house. Okay, you want to watch a perp walk? Fat guy. Oh, wet burrito. Girl playing golf. Girl construction worker, or dog. Which one you guys want to see? Which one you want to see while we're still waiting? Gosh darn it. And let's see. Yeah, we're still waiting for Congress. We're still waiting for Congress to come back on. Oh, I think we're going to get different reels now because I did that. Wow. She was when I was in business school. She is my professor from business school. Holy geez, Miss Epperson, you're looking smoking hot today. She is a liberal, but she's a great friend of mine. And her son who's in the Navy, Army. Her son is in the Army. And her son is conservative as hell. She would call me up and Eddie, my son's going to the Patriot thing today. Are you going to be there so you can take care of my son? Amazing lady. She may be a liberal, but she's not one of those liberals that punches it in your face at all. Real nice woman. Real nice woman. Good friend of mine. Oh, look at the St. Bernard. Oh, I love his face. I love the face. Don't you love the face? Oh my gosh. Remember when thrifties were 5 cents? Holy shit. All right, let's see which reels. Whoa, hello. Is it summer season yet? It's freezing cold out here. Hey, where's my reels at? Where's reels? It's like a St. Bernard. Oh, that's David Aguilar. You guys know David Aguilar. He's the superstar. Where's the reels at, folks? Why can't I find my reels? She was my babysitter. Let's refresh it. She was my babysitter in high school. She actually took me to prom. She took me to prom. Where's the reels at? Dang it. Oh, wait, there they are. Okay, so do you want to watch a plane? Women golfing. Food guy. cars, or dogs? I know Gra likes golfing, so let's play
अमेरिका
this
में
one
हर
for
साल
Gra.
हिट करने से करोड़ों गोल्फ बॉल्स हवा में ही खो जाती हैं, लेकिन आखिर
How the
इतनी
hell is
सारी
she
बॉल
doing
जाती
that,
कहाँ हैं?
Niels?
दरअसल अमेरिका में पूरी दुनिया के मुकाबले सबसे ज्यादा गोल्फ खेला जाता है, जिसका यहाँ करीब 30 करोड़ बॉल्स हर साल गुम हो जाती हैं, जिनमें से मोस्टली तो पानी में और बाकी बची मिट्टी में दफन हो जाती हैं। और ऊपर से ये बॉल्स बहुत महंगी होती हैं, इसलिए कुछ लोग इन्हें निकालने के लिए स्पेशल मशीन्स की मदद लेते हैं, जिसके बाद इन बॉल्स को रिसाइकल होने के लिए कंपनी।
Actually, watch. You want to see her? Her name is Grace. Is it Grace? She just had one. This girl. It's this girl.
Hey guys, it's Grace Kiris. Today I'm going through what's in my bag. Let's go. I'm going to start with my putter. I use a Blade ping putter. I have a driver, 5 wood, 5 hybrid, both TSR Titleist. For my irons, I use all ZX4s, Strixons, go up to a 6 iron. And for my wedges, I have a 60, a 54, a 52, and a tack wedge. And for the side of my bag, I always carry a towel. I have my big Cedar Lodge bag tag and this little club cleaner. My pockets, I always carry an extra sleeve of balls and my little tool. Main pocket, I'm not even sure what's in here right now. Extra gloves.
So they haven't started it yet. We're waiting. It said it was going to start at noon. Now they moved it back an hour. So that's why we're still here. But yes.
And I've got hand warmers. And I also carry my tees and Sharpies in here too. Thanks guys for watching. I will see you next time.
You want to see another one of her movies?
From my family to yours.
Oh, wait.
Happy New
Where's the one where she's swinging and stuff? Here we go.
Pick the 7 and it's over, so I should have gone with the 8.
Is she a professional golfer?
Look how much that rolled. That chip was so soft. Ooh, 3-footers. Easy par.
She's wearing a onesie like a baby. Let's see. I mean, I know why people watch her. I mean, of course, I watch her for the same damn reason. But I mean, is she a professional or what? All right, let's go back to the normal reels. I saw one with cars in there. We got Sneaky Pete in the house. Oh, look, Maria. So remember, do you guys remember The Truth? And he died. And remember, we sent a whole bunch of money to take care of his family. This is his family. Look, there's the kids. There's all the kids. There's Maria, his wife. Oh my gosh. I have all their names memorized. I should have their names memorized. But good family, a great family. Okay, should we watch let's watch this one. Let's watch this one since Sneaky Pete is here. Oh, and of course it has a beautiful woman too. Wait a minute. This thing has a F1 car. Fucking really, Gra? Really, Gra? This has an F1 steering column. KTM. Wait a minute. Is this the KTM? It's a beautiful car. Okay, I don't know if
there's not a driver in NASCAR that would stand at the ropes for an hour and sign autographs.
Why? Why wouldn't they do that?
Because you have so many things that you have to do. And, where my debrief with the crew chief, there's not a lot of information for me to give them right now until I get dialed in a little more with the race car. But,
I don't know about an hour.
Like today, we're only on track one time. So, the rest of the day.
I don't know about an hour, but I've sat there with the crew, with the racers. And I've gotten a lot. Like I met John Force, I met Brittany Force, I met Courtney Force, I met Steve Torrance, Antron Brown. I met all the big guys. Did you really? Holy shit, get some. What announcement? Hold on, let me share. Okay, hold on, guys. Hope you guys want to see the announcement from Justin Trudeau when he resigned?
I've also had a chance to reflect and have had long talks with my family about our future. throughout the course of my career. Any success I have personally achieved has been because of their support and with their encouragement. So last night over dinner, I told my kids about the decision that I'm sharing with you today.
Oh.
I intend to resign as party leader, as prime minister, after the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process.
You twisted your ankle playing golf? You fell
Last
off the
night, I
ball.
asked the
Freaking
president of the Liberal Party to begin that process. This country deserves a real choice in the next.
Hey guys, just so you know, I have the chat up from both because we are in Rumble. We're on X. I'm not closing anything down today. I'm going to leave them all open so people can watch. And just so you know, did you hear what he said? So yes, he stepped down as the leader, but he is still the prime minister until they get a new prime minister. So it's not like he's quitting today.
Election, and it has become clear to me,
right, Sneaky Pete,
that if I'm having to fight internal battles, I cannot be the best option in that election.
You never were the best option. You're a fucking joke. You're a fucking
Over the
joke.
holidays,
let's see.
I've also had
what
a
else
chance.
Do we have? Donnie agrees with this one. Are you storing your cheese in the fridge? Experts say you should be leaving it on the counter. Fucking Donnie agrees with that one. We just watched that dumbass one. So they're having fun and this is at the Capitol right now. They're having snow fights at the Capitol. And I'm not sure if it's 100%. Maybe it's just because Lauren Boebert. See, look, I posted it today. 4 years ago today, I was the last man on the Capitol. Guy on a mobility scooter getting shot at with tear gas. Then I was forced to walk down the steps by PD who allowed me to fall. I will never forget that day. This is my favorite picture from that day, if you guys don't know that. More Justin Trudeau. Where'd the Lauren Boebert? Yeah, I put this for Justin Trudeau. I'm trying to make everybody bigger. I'm on X. Oh, let's watch this one. That's right. This one. All right, so we're waiting for Congress to start. Let's go back. Let's see what they're doing here now.
At Harbor Freight, we do business differently from the other guys. We design
Yeah, you
and
can't go get. Oh, that was a good one. Okay, we'll leave this one running instead of this one. Because at least they're showing stuff going on over here. But we're not going to watch it. Okay, let's see what else we got on.
Did you know for Back to the Future, Christopher Lloyd stated that he always wanted to do one more movie, in which Marty and Doc Brown time travel back to ancient Rome. 2. The inspiration for the film largely stems from Bob Gale discovering his father's high school yearbook and wondering whether he would have been friends with his father as a teenager. Gale also said that if he had the chance to go back in time, he would really go back and see if they would have been friends. 3. The test audience, to whom the movie was initially screened, was not told that the movie was intended to be a comedy. Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale recalled that the atmosphere in the cinema started to get really tense during the scene where Einstein, the dog, is sent through time, because the audience was expecting that something gruesome had happened to the dog. 4. Michael J. Fox has said that Marty's being characterized as riding...
We're going to get in trouble for playing this song because we're still on X. We're still on YouTube. Gosh darn it. I forgot we're on YouTube still.
You're doing so good. You're so brave. You're so brave. Now come. Where are you going?
This is the one. We're here.
What did you do? What did you do? Bad girl.
Is he a good dude? He got the medal. He got a medal yesterday. Okay, let's go through X and let's go back here. Let's see what we're getting a lot. My phone or my watch is going crazy. We already saw that one. What's this? Rate this throw from 1 to 10. A 0? Is that dude fucking... Oh, I can't say it. We're on YouTube. I can't say it. I can't. I don't even think. So I used the TRA word on the transmission word on X the other day and got in trouble. So you can't even say it on X. Joe Biden. Here, remember this?
About the 2020 election and the plots to steal the election pose
He's throwing wrong.
a gravest threat to U.S. democracy since the Civil War. But they failed. America stood. America stood strong and democracy prevailed. We must be honest. The threat to democracy must be defended. My predecessor and some of you here seek to bury the truth about January 6th. I will not do that. This is the moment to speak the truth and to bury the lies. Here's the simple truth. You can't love your country only when you win. As I've done ever since being elected to office.
Oh, that's right.
I
Hope
ask
is
all
here.
of you, without regard to party, to join together and defend democracy. Remember your oath of office of defending against all threats, foreign and domestic.
Yeah, domestic. You're the domestic. You're the domestic one, asshole. Hold on. Let me see. Oh no, I got Hope turned all the way up on instant gratification. I can't go any louder.
Instant gratification.
Sorry, y'all. Sorry, y'all.
About the 20.
Biden is doing everything possible to make the transition as difficult as possible. So difficult. He's just the most difficult of all. From lawfare, such as has never been seen before, to costly and ridiculous executive orders on the green, news scam, and other money-wasting hoaxes. Fear not, these orders will all be terminated shortly, and will become a nation of common sense and MAGA. Yes. Yes. Let's go, MAGA. Let's reply. Oh, shit. God, why is my shift button not working? Nothing's working. What is Hope looking for? I don't know. Hope is ignoring us right now. Oops, that's not what I want. I want this one. Hey, it looks like what happened last January 6th. Just a bunch of people walking around looking at statues. Buttheads. Let's see. We got the Justin Trudeau stuff. Oh, let's hear this bitch.
Not only a place on our calendars, but a place in our collective memory. December 7th, 1941. September 11th, 2001. And January 6th, 2021.
Hey, you know Chata?
Not only a place on our calendars, but a place in our collective.
We already saw that just now. Hey, look, it's Justin Trudeau dancing. He's a joke. Let's see what Elon's saying here.
Like a world war or something like that in a while, and obviously we'd like to not have world wars. There's not been a cleansing function for rules and regulations.
Should I open up Discord today,
so World Wars 1 and 2, there were huge resets on rules and regulations.
Open up
now, if the society does not have a war and there's no cleansing function or garbage collection for rules and regulations, then rules and regulations will accumulate every year because they're immortal. Humans die, but the laws don't. So we need a garbage collection function for rules and regulations. They should not just be immortal, because some of the rules and regulations that are put in place will be counterproductive. Done with good intentions, but counterproductive. Sometimes not done with good intentions. If rules and regulations just accumulate every year, and you get more and more of them, then eventually you won't be able to do anything. You're just like Gulliver with, tied down by thousands of little strings. Because we've not really had a major, like a world war or something like that in a while, and obviously would like to not have world wars. There's not been a cleansing function for rules and regulations. So World Wars I and II, there were huge reset.
So I know we played that again. Let's go all the way back up top here, because guess what? Here it is. Let's watch this.
I mean, damn, guys, can't you just let January 6th go?
We're not the one bringing it up, bitch. You're the one bringing it up.
No.
We know what we saw. We know what we heard. It wasn't spontaneous. They came prepared for battle. Body armor, chemical weapons, zip ties. Their mission, to overturn an American election.
We will never concede.
Outnumbered, brave law enforcement officers fought hand to hand to save our democracy.
Oh my
Many were
goodness.
wounded. One died the next day. Post-traumatic stress syndrome drove
He died
4
the next
January
day
6th heroes
from a heart
to
attack or
suicide.
whatever, dumbass.
Donald Trump calls this violent terrorism a day of love.
That was a day of love.
He's promised to pardon these violent criminals. That's wrong. Evil.
Those people have suffered long, hard,
Let me just-
and I think it's very unfair.
Don't let one man rewrite history. We know what we saw. We know what we heard. There are no alternative facts. Only the truth.
The Lincoln Project. Fuck you guys. By the way, I'm a little upset right now. I just realized. So I went to get my snacks. I bought a whole bunch of keto snacks, right? And when you order ahead from Walmart for pickup, they replace some stuff if they don't have it. They replaced something that was only 2 grams of carbs with these, which have 19 grams of carbs. 19 grams of carbs. So now my dilemma is, I'm a cheapskate. Should I eat them? There's only...
Please try to keep it safe. Thank you.
There's only 4 in here, so I think I'm gonna eat it just because I'm part Jewish. I can't just fucking not eat something that I paid for. I don't know. Is that wrong? Ooh, redhead. I see a redhead in there. Let's see. Still nothing going on. Yeah, I should have done that, huh? Get some. The blonde lady's all right looking too. Let's see the redhead again. Okay, well, still nothing going on there. Play the link above. The link above. Okay. What do we got going on here? Copy. Paste and go.
We're waiting on you. We will never give up. We will never concede. Hey, he's got a gun!
It was Rahab Safed.
We are going to the Capitol. Our country has had enough. We will not take it anymore.
January 6th, a day that will live in infamy. You tried for 4 years to tar and feather and not only destroy his reputation, but the reputations of all of his supporters, the American people, labeling them terrorists.
You'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong. I know that everyone here will soon be marching over to the Capitol building peacefully and patriotically. Make your voices heard.
He made sure to say, follow the law. And he said peacefully and patriotically. The problem is the lie, to say that he encouraged any violence or even unlawfulness.
And in the end, it all failed.
The Justice Department just released the bombshell report that we've been waiting for. The FBI had 26 confidential human sources there that day. 26.
Starting January 20th, things are going to be changing around here, changing big. We can't wait to see all of you. See you there.
Holy shit, now Paul died? Oh my gosh. Sorry. I just saw somebody died. Let's watch What did they? That's not a normal Jeep engine, I don't think. What did they put in it?
Oh.
Paul Taylor, a guy. It's a friend of ours here from the Bay Area, Patriot. Cool dude. Shit.
We're making our own documentary, guys.
Wait a minute. What are they saying over there? Are they waiting for people to come through or something, or what?
We got some action, y'all. They don't know what to do. You know. Come to me. Y'all wanted to play with him all that time. He's trying to play.
Excuse me, driver. Do you think you could go any faster?
Oh, this is great.
Can I go any faster?
I love Dale Earnhardt.
Hang on.
Real quick, guys. So if you don't know, the very first time I went to go visit Gra, Gra wouldn't let me leave without taking something. Gra gave me a black hat with number 3. It was a Good Ranch hat. I have it. It's up in my trailer, hanging up on the wall in my trailer. I still remember that. I still have the hat, Gra. Love it.
Excuse me, driver. Do you think you could go any faster?
Rusty Wallace, huh? What the heck? No way. What do you do with it when you're in the water, though? Oh, I guess it goes up when they're in the water, maybe? Interesting. Just so you know, this is your typical welder smoking the cigarette while welding. Man, he's cutting them pretty damn straight, isn't he? That's pretty amazing how straight he got that. You think I was Mr. October? Oh, poor husband.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why that one?
I believe I can fly.
There's nobody on your calendar, Hope?
Wait for me, I got little legs.
Oh.
Ready, boy?
All right. More people are walking in there. What the heck? Oh, we saw that one already.
If you purchase a C8 Corvette convertible, you lose the option to
Why would I wouldn't buy a convertible. They just leak too much.
look at your engine through the back. However, for $1,100, you can get this optional window, which allows you to see the top of your mid-engine V8, along with this cool spec sheet telling you about it. The only downside is to see it, you have to stop the convertible top mid-operation, and that's a bit awkward. If you purchase a
This was me as a kid. Except I had a mini bike with a little lawnmower engine. You're leaving, Digga? It's about to start. It's about to start, Digga. Look, everybody's walking in now. Everybody's walking in now. It's gonna start in 4 minutes. Hells Angelettes, yeah. They're hardtop convertibles, so no leaks. Okay. I never drive with the top down, anyways, though. I like my air conditioning, and I wear hats. Okay, we're getting close, folks.
Hey, baby.
Hey, where are the cows?
Let's go see the new additions. Bella, the cows are here. Come on. The cows are here. Cows are here. Cows are here. Hi, boys. What are you doing?
Okay, those are too cute to eat.
We're both crunch. And Chachi's are turtles, too. Yeah. That's why I loved Crunch, because it has the same birthday as your meals.
She's kind of cute.
Now
which one?
Oh my.
What kind of cows are these? They're too cute to eat.
Good boy. Come on, Small. Good boy. All right, Noah, which one's your favorite?
Crunch.
Why is Crunch your favorite?
Because he's like me, and I can just feel that he is going to be a great bull for me. That he's being a great bull for me. He's small.
Let's see what's going on here.
That program that they have in our real
See what the other one is showing.
I was worried about this.
Are they bringing textbooks?
Mr. Bench, did you have 6 riders and pardons?
What's up, man? How are you?
You're not a fan of Jelly Roll? I like all women. All women are beautiful. So that's the Washington Post one. Let's see if this is still stuck on the same thing.
Shop Grainger. Talk shop for your shop. 1 million industrial grade products backed by 24/7 customers.
Okay. Well, they're moving people in now. Turn on the chat. We'll stop this one. And we'll stick with this one. We'll stick with this one, huh? We got Mike John. Oh, look, there's Mike Johnson is next to Camel Toe. She's kind of cute. Got the big nose like I like them. I don't know why. I have something. I always date women with big noses. I don't know why. Wow, the Canadian dollar is surging right now. Do you want to hear the cackler? Let's see, who else can we see in this picture that I recognize? Let's watch.
High chopper, deep short, nothing Young can do. Now they get the runner hung up. The pickle between home and third. No call yet. It's still going on. Now you got 2 runners at third base. The other trying to get back is out of the baseline. They're going to call her out.
Wow. I like watching softball. What about you? Okay, so this is how Sneaky Pete's Corvette sounds. Wow, I like that all black. That's beautiful. Tinted windows all the way around. I love it. Beautiful car. Just beautiful.
Did you know for Caddyshack, Bill Murray improvised the Cinderella story sequence from 2 lines of stage direction? Director Harold Ramis simply asked Murray to imagine himself announcing his own fantasy sports moment. Murray simply asked for 4 rows of chrysanthemums and did the scene. 2. Carl Spackler was originally a silent character in the script in the manner of Harpo Marx, but after Bill Murray was cast, Harold Ramis encouraged Murray to speak and improvise. 3. Cindy Morgan was furious at Chevy Chase during their scene in his cabana due to the fact that he was improvising more than she had anticipated and didn't tell her ahead of time. This made her uncomfortable, which can be seen clearly in the oil massage scene. 4. As it was his first directing job and he wanted to make sure the production was successful, Harold Ramis avoided attending the cast and crew's late-night parties to focus on the next day's shoot. However, when filming wrapped, Ramis went to the wrap party and partied so heavily and early into the party that he had to be carried back to his hotel room.
Interesting.
Maynard Troyer's Ford number 60 flips an incredible number of times. The roll bar cage that protects the driver and keeps the roof up is intact.
Oh, goodness. 6 gets, it's like, oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. Wow.
Wow, look at that.
Like Moore said, got into the 6 car.
Yeah, it was drawn.
David Reagan. My goodness.
Oh,
If an airplane is about to crash for any reason, it's almost impossible for the passengers on board to survive. Whether it's business class or economy, passengers are not given parachutes. This is the reason over 100,000 people have lost their lives in plane crashes so far. But now this will no longer be the case, as a Russian engineering team is working on detachable airplane technology. In this design, the airplane will be structured in such a way that in any emergency situation, the passenger section will detach from the rest of the plane.
Wow.
After this, with the help of 2 advanced parachutes, the passenger cabin can be safely landed on any water or land surface. In this way, passengers will be able to survive without any harm. What do you think about this design? Let us know in the comments.
I don't know if it's going to take a long time for that to happen, but it'll be good.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Before I go and pick Granny up, I stopped by Spencer's and got this fart spray, and I'm going to run her by McDonald's, and I'm going to go inside to get her food, and on my way back out to the car, I'm going to spray her food a few times, so let's see how this goes. It'd be so long, Gran. There was a long-ass line in there. There you go.
Fuck, they usually are.
What's wrong?
Son of a bitch! It smells like shit!
I told him minus pickles.
It don't smell like no fucking pickles. It smells like pure old fucking shit. Get rid of that damn stuff.
They costed me $10.
I don't give a fuck what it costs you. I'll give you the fucking money back. Throw that shit out the window.
I don't smell anything.
Open it up, motherfucker. I'll shut it back.
Granny.
Smell of it. Fuck. Get that damn shit out of here.
I think you have something up your nose or something.
Get it out.
Granny.
You don't like it. I'll throw it out there in that fucking parking lot.
Granny, come on.
Get rid of it.
It's a double cheeseburger.
And I'll throw it out there and they will.
Dude, double cheeseburgers are expensive.
Right here and right now. Motherfucker. I don't want that shit. Don't pick that shit up.
What?
Don't pick that shit up. I don't want it.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Before I go and pick Granny up, I stopped by Spencer's and got.
Let's see what's going on in there now. Look at all these stupid liberals right here. Liberal. I heard they weren't going to show up today. I thought they weren't going to show up today. Let's see what else we can watch.
Find someplace to land so he can start. Oh, he's going to back in this road. Oh, he's going back to his pits.
Yeah.
Look out.
That's an unusual entrance to the pits.
And here comes members of the crew up to greet him. He's backing down this road in the pit area, close to where he is pitted here on the main stretch.
There's Cecil Gordon. Got a jack stand out. The other crew's talking on the radio, telling them what they need.
Here's Jerry Punch, who's right there.
Dale's getting some of the harnesses rebuckled here. Dale, he's trying to get talking to the crew here on the radio. They're trying to get him refixed. He is on the radio trying to get the car refired. You see him sitting in the car, and the crew now surveying the damage. Kurt Shelburne and the crew trying to talk to Dale Earnhardt as they get ready to change tires. A tough break for a driver who has had so many good runs here, and now he puts the net down. We'll go back in and get a word with him. Dale, tough break. What happened up there? Fast car didn't throw the caution at all on the racetrack. I busted my butt. You took a pretty good lick. Are you okay? You took a pretty good lick from behind. Huh? You took a pretty good lick from behind. You all right?
That's true.
Yeah, they say that car spin.
And members of Congress,
this bitch.
Pursuant to the Constitution and laws of the United States, the Senate and House of Representatives are meeting in joint session to verify the certificates and count the votes of the electors of the several states for President and Vice President of the United States. After ascertainment has been had that the certificates are authentic and correct in form, the tellers will count and make a list of the votes cast by the electors of the several states. The tellers on the part of the two houses will take their places at the clerk's desk.
Getting quiet. It's getting quiet, folks. I don't know if she's drunk today. She normally is. Why would today be any different? Why would today be any different? Excuse me, I just had to burp.
Action. Without objection, the tellers will dispense with reading formal portions of the certificates. After ascertaining that the certificates are regular in form and authentic, the tellers will announce the votes cast by the electors for each state, beginning with Alabama. Senator Fisher.
President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Alabama seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 9 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 9 votes.
Sorry.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Alaska seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 3 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 3 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Arizona
seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 11 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 11 votes for vice president.
If you've been waiting to apply for disability benefits, don't. Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm a lawyer at Atticus. Applying as...
All right, let me see.
And it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 6 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 6 votes for vice president.
Certificate of the electoral vote of the state of California seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 54 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 54 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Colorado seems to be regular in form and authentic. And it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 10 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 10 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Connecticut seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 7 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 7 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Delaware seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 3 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 3 votes for vice president. Received 3 votes for vice president.
There we go. There we go, guys. It'll be better on, maybe they won't have commercials here.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the District of Columbia seems to be irregular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 3 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 3 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Florida seems to be regular in form and authentic. And it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 30 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 30 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Georgia seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 16 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 16 votes for vice president.
So far, so good.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Hawaii seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 4 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 4 votes for vice president.
Right, Sneaky Pete?
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Idaho seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 4 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 4 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Illinois seems to be regular in form and authentic. and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 19 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 19 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Indiana seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 11 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 11 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Iowa seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 6 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 6 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Kansas seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 6 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 6 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the Commonwealth of Kentucky seems to be regular in form and authentic, and appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 8 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 8 votes for vice president.
We sure do, Gro.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Louisiana seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 8 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 8 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Maine seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 3 votes for president, and Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 1 vote for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 3 votes for vice president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 1 vote for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Maryland seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 10 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 10 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 11 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 11 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Michigan seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 15 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 15 votes for vice president. Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Minnesota seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 10 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 10 votes for vice president.
Liberal.
Madam President, The certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Mississippi seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 6 votes for president.
Are they saying
and
that?
J.D. Vance of the state of
thought they said
Ohio
vice president.
received 6 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Missouri seems to be regular in form and authentic. And it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 10 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 10 votes for vice president.
You're right.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Montana seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 4 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 4 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Nebraska seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 4 votes for president, and Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 1 vote for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 4 votes for vice president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 1 vote for vice president. Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Nevada seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 6 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 6 votes for vice president.
I'm trying to look on it, see what people are saying.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of New Hampshire seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 4 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 4 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of New Jersey seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 14 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 14 votes for vice president.
Oh, okay, so here's why. Because she's president of the Senate. That's why.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of New Mexico seems to be regular in form and authentic. And it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 5 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 5 votes for vice president. Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of New York seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 28 votes for president. Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 28 votes for vice president.
I learned something new today.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of North Carolina seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 16 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 16 votes for vice president.
Yeah, I don't like hearing it either, but what are we going to do?
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of North Dakota seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 3 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 3 votes for Vice President.
If you guys see anything interesting that I need to share on X, let me know, please.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Ohio seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 17 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 17 votes for vice president.
Nobody's clapping hard.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Oklahoma seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 7 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 7 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Oregon seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 8 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 8 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 19 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 19 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Rhode Island seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 4 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 4 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of South Carolina seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 9 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 9 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of South Dakota seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 3 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 3 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Tennessee seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 11 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 11 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Texas seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 40 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 40 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Utah seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 6 votes for president, and J.D. Vance from the state of Ohio received 6 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Vermont seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 3 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 3 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the Commonwealth of Virginia seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 13 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 13 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Washington seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Kamala D. Harris of the state of California received 12 votes for president, and Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota received 12 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of West Virginia seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 4 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 4 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the great state of Wisconsin seems to be regular in form and authentic, and it appears therefrom that Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida received 10 votes for president, and J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio received 10 votes for vice president.
Madam President, the certificate of the electoral vote of the state of Wyoming seems to be regular in form and
Hey, real quick, Justin, Donald Trump Jr. is expected to land in Greenland tomorrow for government officials.
And J.D. Vance of
What's
the
going
state
on
of
there?
Ohio received 3 votes for vice president.
Members of Congress, the certificates having been read, the tellers will ascertain and deliver the result to the President of the Senate.
Does she seem sober to you today? She seems kind of sober, doesn't she?
The undersigned, Deb Fisher and Amy Klobuchar, tellers on the part of the Senate, and Brian Steele and Joseph Morelle, tellers on the part of the House of Representatives, report the following as the result of the ascertainment and counting of the electoral vote for President and Vice President of the United States for the term beginning on the 20th day of January, 2025.
The state of the vote for the President of the United States, as delivered to the President of the Senate, is as follows. The whole number of the electors appointed to vote for President of the United States is 538. Within that whole number, the majority is 270. The votes for President of the United States are as follows. Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida has received 312 votes. Kamala D. Harris.
Look at her face. Look at her face. Look at her face. Oh my God, look at her face.
Kamala D. Harris of the state of California has received 226 votes.
Pissed.
The whole number of electors appointed to vote for Vice President of the United States is 538. Within that whole number, a majority is 270. The votes for Vice President of the United States are as follows. J.D. Vance of the state of Ohio has received 312 votes.
I'm loving this. I'm loving this.
Tim Walz of the state of Minnesota has received 226 votes. This announcement of the state of the vote by the President of the Senate shall be deemed a sufficient declaration of the persons elected President and Vice President of the United States, each for a term beginning on the 20th day of January 2025, and shall be entered together with the list of the votes on the journals of the House and the Senate. Thank you very much. Of the Joint Senate having been concluded pursuant to Senate Concurrent Resolution Number 2, the 119th Congress, the chair declares this joint session dissolved. Thank you.
Wait a minute, no issues? Was that it? Right on, Sneaky Pete. Listen, some good stuff. I know, I gotta do some listening again. So wait a minute. Are you telling me there's not gonna be any disputes or none of that stuff? That's it? I mean, I thought there's no action. Dude. I thought there was going to be some deniers in there. Oh, you're shipping right now. You got 9 things to ship today? That's good. Means you're making money. Did you get yourself a heat label printer yet? All right, just in case something goes on, let's do some Facebook stuff.
Throw the caution, they had oil on the racetrack.
25 years ago, we were cutting steel flat bar, welding them together to make a stove body. We found this machine. It was in Chrysler. It was making steel bumpers. So we bought this from Lee Iacocca for about $200,000 to generate dies which would then stamp out stove bodies in one piece. And we used that for years and years, made thousands of stoves. And as the EPA got into regulating emissions on wood stoves, we had to keep changing stove designs every 18 months. So the making the hard tools and stamping it out became kind of outdated, and we went to programmable equipment, and that's what you see in the factory today.
I'm gonna keep it on just for a little bit, just in case something goes awry.
Reggie, don't eat him.
Oh my God!
Millie.
Hey now.
Man, this was it was great, but just funny at the same time.
Oh yo.
turn the sound down so we don't get in trouble because we're on YouTube still. Yeah, it's just a Cobra engine.
The United States and form a single country today. Well, if
There's Angry Grandma again.
What are you looking at, Graham?
Look at this thing right here, see what all the fuck it does.
What is that, a time machine?
Hell, I don't know what it is. Where in the fuck's my ginger ale?
What are you talking about?
I had it laying right the fuck here.
Oh, you had to
now
roll
where'd
for a
it
year?
go?
Yeah, I got one too.
You didn't have any pop.
The fuck I didn't. I just put it in there.
Well, you didn't, Granny.
The fuck I didn't.
These are some nice doormats.
Wonder how much these damn things cost. They don't have to fucking time from them.
See, this is two stages.
GM made 200 of them back in '86. Actually, there were 41,000 Monte Carlo Super Sports that were made in '86, and of those 41,000, 200 of them were made and sent to Brighton, Michigan, where they were modified into the Aero Coupe with a place called Cars and Concepts. NASCAR said in order to run a car on the super speedway, it had to be available to the general public.
Okay.
And 200 was that magical number.
That was the number.
And that's what GM had, yes.
And that's why there's 200.
Yeah. GM made 200 of them.
All right, guys, you know what? Since nothing's going on, it's no action now. I guess we're going to go until tonight. We're going to do a live show tonight. We'll be back to the computer, a little time to rest here. And so thank y'all for watching. And we'll be back later on tonight in about 7 hours and 18 minutes. So come on by tonight and watch us with our new show. Thanks, Sneaky Pete, for being here. Gra, Pamela G, Get Some was here. And a lot of y'all. So have a good night, guys, or have a good day, I should say. And we'll catch y'all in a couple hours. Adios.